we're all excited or trying to get excited about Thursday in the draft. And one of the things that the conversation that I love, and it started kind of last week with David Furones, or the week before actually, and we started talking about the reset, reload, their what's it called, tearing it down, whatever you want to call this whole thing for the Miami Dolphins. And it's really not, it's survival. The thing is, a lot of you don't see light at the end of the tunnel, which makes all the sense in the world. And God bless you for being smart. So you'd rather them start the rebuild, right? Because you're done with everything going on top to bottom. You want everything changed. The only problem is it's kind of a year where everybody has got something different on the table. Okay? And that's what you guys have to understand, what's going on. And what I mean by when I go like this, actually, I should just go like this because it's three of them. I can only do two, but three here. And so you've got the fans. They want to rebuild. A lot of them. They want to tear this shit down. You got the owner. Whether he wants to tear it down or not, we don't know. We don't know if he wants to tear it down or not. Or if he's, smart enough to know, oh, this thing is screwed. But because of the financials, and I already see it from fans, they'll figure out a way to start the rebuild next year. And I'm like, no, they won't be able to figure out a way to start no rebuild next year, nothing. They will have cap problems next year that they cannot do anything. So we're in a thing for 2 years. So you've got the owner, and we don't know where he stands because we know he's not smart in football. We know he doesn't know shit about football. So we don't know if he actually thinks they've got a shot, or he has the logic in him that says, well, they've blown their load. These guys, they can't reload. They can't go buy new guys because we're stuck where we're at. We're stuck fiscally over the next 2 years. No reason to get rid of them right now. Let them play out the year, see what happens. Then next year, we can get better people to come over because they're not going through 2 years of cap issues, only one major year. And then in their second year, they're off and running and they can start to have flexibility. You understand? So that's why they're not going to do that here. And then you've got the coaches. So you've got the owners here, you've got the owners here, the fans here, and now you've got Greer and McDaniel. And those guys want to save their jobs. So for them, they can never say rebuild. They can never say, we're taking a step back and all that because they don't have that luxury. At least that's what I think. That's what you think. That's what most everybody thinks. They're fighting for their jobs. The owner, we don't know if he knows or doesn't know where he is right now. But either way, because of the financials, he can't make any moves anyways. It doesn't really matter. You're not going to make anybody happy. It's like Chris Greer didn't really need that press conference. Nothing's worked for the man right now. So there was nothing he was ever going to say in that press conference to appease anybody, to make anybody happy. No fan was going to walk away. Oh, no, dude. Yeah, no, everything's going to be just fine. No. And unfortunately, he looked like a man that was defeated. Yet, he can't really go out and say that he's defeated, even though he kind of looked it. There are 3 different agendas. And everybody has a reason for why they have their agenda. Very few fans really think there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, at this point, it's at this point, the only people that think you can actually have a good season or this is our year or we're going to go all the way or whatever, those are blind ass fans. Those are people that, they can't deal with the realities. So they have to kind of lie to themselves. So they just convince themselves, any given Sunday, it's not the reality. So unfortunately, there are 3 agendas in the Dolphins season in 2025. It sucks, but this is exactly where we're at. And nobody's going to be happy. Fans in general, will not be happy with the owner's stance one way or the other. Fans will not be happy with Greer and McDaniel, no matter what. And most fans know that it's really a meaningless season coming up. The only ones are the ones that are trying to convince themselves that, some miracle can happen or something like that. But it's a strange season. It's one that we haven't seen much of. We've seen bad seasons and all that, but man, they are stuck in like the abyss. It's like when airplanes in general, they try to avoid crossing the Pacific Ocean. Like when they go from LA over to the Far East, right? Well, they fly like in a horseshoe where they're closer to land, closer to Alaska, right? And because of the world being a sphere, it's kind of almost also another way of it kind of being direct, even though it doesn't look direct. But that's a whole other mathematical thing that we don't need to get into. But my point is that you want to try to avoid, the perils of going through, because if you have any problems with the plane and you're in the middle of the Pacific, there's nowhere to go. If you do it this way, where you're following and you're closer to bodies of land and you have any problems, you can, it's kind of like that. Well, we're kind of in a season of that. And our season's going right through the Pacific. There's no, we're done, and some fans are hoping that the plane can make it through and all that, kind of like when you got to go to Australia and you really got to cross. And the only thing between you and Australia is the Galapagos or whatever, Galapagos Islands or something. You can't really land there. Yeah, not good. Not good. It's going to be ugly, man. Agendas everywhere.
This is the Big O Show.